"Fly this helicopter and I'll marry you," she laughed, thinking it was a harmless joke, just another playful challenge tossed into the wind of a sunny afternoon. But when the single dad veteran stepped forward, eyes steady and heart heavy with memories of 1,000 flight hours in combat, the laughter slowly faded. The crowd around them went silent as the engine roared to life. Before we dive into this emotional journey, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because this story will touch your heart in ways you didn't expect. It all began in a small town airfield on the edge of summer. The local charity was hosting a fundraiser for wounded veterans. Families, kids, and even a few local influencers were gathered for fun rides, barbecue, and games. Among them was Maya, a young helicopter pilot trainer known for her fiery spirit and humor. She'd been teasing people all afternoon, challenging volunteers to try her simulator or sit in the pilot seat of her vintage rescue chopper. "Come on, someone brave enough to fly this beauty," she teased, patting the faded army green helicopter. The crowd laughed, no one daring to take the challenge. Then from the back, carrying his little daughter on his shoulders, Ethan raised his hand. The laughter paused as he gently set his daughter down. "Does it still count if I've done it before?" he asked, his voice calm, deep, and steady. Maya smirked. "Oh yeah, you've flown before." He nodded. "I used to. Army medevac. Haven't touched one since Afghanistan." Her eyes softened. The crowd grew quiet. There was something about his tone, not pride, but pain wrapped in discipline. She smiled anyway, trying to keep the lightness alive. "All right, big guy. Fly this helicopter, and I'll marry you," she said, laughing it off like a dare. But Ethan didn't laugh. He simply looked at her, then at his daughter, and said softly, "Promise." The crowd erupted with laughter again, but Maya froze. She couldn't tell if he was serious or just playing along. Before she could answer, Ethan climbed into the cockpit. His daughter, Lily, cheered from the ground, clapping her tiny hands. When the engine roared, it wasn't just a sound, it was the echo of Ethan's past. He hadn't been in a helicopter since the day his co-pilot and best friend didn't make it back. That crash had ended his military career and left him with scars deeper than anyone could see. Since then, his life revolved around Lily, his world, his reason to breathe. Maya watched, heart pounding, as the rotor blades spun faster. The crowd backed away, eyes wide. "He's actually doing it," someone whispered. The helicopter lifted, just a few feet, hovering steady. Ethan's eyes focused on the horizon, steady hands on the controls. For the first time in years, he wasn't haunted by the past. He was flying again. When he landed, the crowd exploded in applause. Maya ran forward, her face pale but smiling. "You weren't supposed to actually." He interrupted gently, stepping down. "You said you'd marry me," he said, smiling faintly. "I just wanted to see if you meant it." Maya laughed nervously. "I was joking. You really scared me." But later that evening, she couldn't get him out of her mind. The way he looked at the sky, the way his daughter hugged him afterward, it stirred something inside her. That night, she looked him up and learned his story. Captain Ethan Cole, decorated rescue pilot, single father after his wife died while he was deployed. He'd given everything for his country, and now quietly fixed cars at a small garage to make ends meet. The next day, Maya visited the garage. He was there, sleeves rolled up, oil on his hands, smiling down at Lily as she colored on a piece of cardboard. "You never told me you were a real pilot," Maya said softly. He looked up, half smiling. "You never asked." From that day, something began between them, not fast, not easy, but real. Maya would bring lunch to the shop, Lily would run to greet her, and sometimes Ethan would take them both out to the airfield just to watch the sunset from the wing of an old plane. Yet, the shadows of Ethan's past weren't gone. One afternoon, during a veteran memorial event, he froze at the sound of distant chopper blades. His hands trembled, breath shallow. Maya reached out, placing her hand over his. "Hey," she whispered. "You're not there anymore. You're here. With us." Her words grounded him. For the first time, Ethan didn't push the pain away, he let it flow through him, and then fade. Months later, Maya arranged a surprise. At the same airfield where they'd met, she had his old rescue helicopter restored, the same model he once flew. She told him she wanted to take him up again. When he saw the helicopter, he stood still, emotions storming behind his eyes. Maya, I can't. Yes, you can, she said, tears glistening. You already did. You just need to believe it. She handed him the keys, the same way he had accepted her dare months ago. They took off together, Lily watching from below, waving with both hands. The sunset painted the sky gold as they rose higher, both laughing through their tears. When they landed, Maya turned to him, heart pounding, voice trembling. So, Ethan, she whispered, still think I was joking when I said I'd marry you? He smiled, the kind of smile that comes after years of silence. I was hoping you weren't. And right there, under the fading sky, surrounded by the hum of the helicopter that had brought them together, Ethan dropped to one knee, grease-stained hands trembling but steady. Then let's make it official. She nodded through tears, laughing, and said, yes. But next time, I'm flying. The crowd cheered, Lily ran to them, and for the first time in years, Ethan felt free, not because he had conquered the skies again, but because he had found home in a place he never expected. Love, laughter, and the healing touch of someone who saw the man behind the scars.